What is up? Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sooner Surge podcast, Sooner Surge live show. On this Thursday night, NFL has started. The Cowboys are playing, but I'm on here to talk Sooner football. Thanks for joining me. I'll be by myself tonight. Jeremy is out. Got some stuff going on with his son with track. He'll be there watching that. So I need y'all's help to carry me through for this hour or close to an hour. But I know you guys got me. I know you do, Ron. I know you guys got me. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun tonight. Hey, there's quite a bit to talk about when you look at the game that's coming Saturday night. You had the announcement today that the guest picker is the one and only Trae Young. Now, if you remember 3 nights ago on Monday, I said that was my guess. I thought it would be Trae Young. It is going to be Trae Young, and there was only four people that picked Trae Young. So tomorrow night on the live show, we got a couple of things to do. We got this hat to give away to one of those four people. We're going to draw them out of a hat. But maybe we draw them out of this hat. That'd be kind of cool. And then we have the pick'em. So all of you that got the first week right, you are still alive in the pick'em. And Chief, we're going to talk about the game. Hey, Chief, it's news, okay? Guest picker. But yeah, so that's what's happening tomorrow night on the live show. I'm thinking Trae picks. So yeah, I think so, Benjamin. Let's talk about the game. You know, the more I think about this game, and oh my gosh, you talk about. It seems like everywhere you turn, there's somebody breaking down film from last week's game versus Illinois State and Michigan's game versus New Mexico. It's like, oh my goodness, how much film. I mean, it's all over the place. Just everywhere you turn, it's something about this game. I don't remember what show it was this morning. I don't remember what it was. I think it was on ESPN, but everybody on there picked Michigan. Not one person picked OU. What's up, Devin? What's up, D Brown? Germ's out tonight, so you're stuck with me tonight, D Brown. But you know what? The more I think about this game, I think one of the biggest matchups in this game, I think it's going to be Kendall Daniels versus their tight ends. I think that's a matchup that is going to be really they're going to go after it. They're going to try it, and I think Kendall Daniels needs to play well because their tight ends are good, and it looked like, I know it's one game. It's one game, but they threw to the tight ends quite a bit, more than the receivers. And 918, did you say it last night? Maybe you did. I don't remember, but man, I agree, 918. I agree with you. It's a huge matchup. And I just think Michigan's going to try to exploit and try to do what they can there, especially if, young quarterback, you want to go to your safety blankets, and they got a good tight end game. So it's going to be very interesting. That position group too, because I mean, what do you guys think about Michigan's wide receivers? If you had to grade them from a 1 to 10, like where are you at on their wide receivers as far as talent, as far as explosiveness, as far as big play capability? Where are you at on their wide receivers? Put it in the chat. Let me get some comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm by myself in the chat too, so I'm going to try to show as many comments as I can. Chief, you don't want to talk about the game so much. Hey, yeah, nice joke there, Joe. I think our corners are just better. Now I think that I've seen people say that. 918 says 8 if you had their tight ends. I would agree. Tight ends better than wide receivers, in my opinion, on Michigan. I think Oklahoma's cornerbacks got the advantage there. I really do. Now, caveat would be if Underwood, you give Underwood a lot of time and he can maybe make something happen with the deep ball. But, they just didn't do it in game one, but that doesn't mean they won't in this game and they won't try it. Benjamin calling out D Brown says, you name the receivers. Nice joke there, Benjamin. Oregon football with DG give OU football the game plan on how to kick the crap out of Michigan. Well, I mean, if I remember right, Oregon last year against Michigan won 38-17, maybe something like that. But they were probably one of the best offensive games against Michigan last year was Oregon. I think it might have been the best, the most points scored. I mean, you look at the back half of the season for Michigan, their defense was dominant. I mean, outside of Oregon game, they were dominant. I mean, they weren't allowing many points to anybody. So this team is a really good defensive team. It is. And it's going to be a true test for Oklahoma. I think we're going to know a lot about Oklahoma after this offensively. I think you kind of know what you got defensively. You don't know everything, but you know a little bit of what you have. But you're going to know a lot more about a couple of things. One, how does Arbuckle do in a big-time game with a really good defense on the other side with talented players? Same thing with Mateer. We've talked about this all off season. Well, Mateer didn't play in the SEC. Well, this isn't SEC, but this is big-time football or Big Ten. And I think we're going to be able to see, okay, Mateer, it translates to this type of ball. So, the spit in that game. That was crazy, wasn't it? To open the season, the guy spitting in somebody's face. 6-4 Chevy. Going to also be a test for Michigan, not just so you agreed. I agreed, 6-4. I think their offense against Oklahoma is going to be a test for sure. I think Oklahoma's defense is really good. So I would agree with that statement, 6-0. What's up, Braden? How you doing tonight? Defense is average. You know what? I saw some comments. I did not watch it. I guess maybe Connor Stallions was on a podcast today. I don't remember which one, didn't see it, but I heard people talking about it. Or maybe I saw it on Twitter where people saying that Connor Stallions says OU's defense is the worst position group or average or something. Yeah, it was weird. I didn't know Connor Stallions was talking football these days. I thought it was kind of interesting. I didn't know what he was doing. I see the linebackers getting picked on in coverage. McKenzie better be brave. Yeah, I could see that. But you know what? I could see here's kind of the conundrum you're in. You have Kobe McKenzie, who's really good against the run. How is he in coverage? We'll find out. But then you got Sammy O. I think Sammy O is really good in coverage. Maybe not as good as Kobe against the run. So it's going to be a balancing act on how you play him. Need to give Underwood the Milroe treatment. He said OU D-line was a weak link. Okay. I thought it was something like that. But it's going to be a good matchup. The linebackers and Michigan's linebackers are really good. I mean, I think they are really good at linebackers. So that's going to be a test for Oklahoma too. Now, New Mexico got it to the tight end quite a bit, I felt like, against Michigan. We'll see. What's my score prediction? As of yesterday, I was 24-17 Oklahoma. And that's kind of where I'm going to stay right now. Unless something changes, I'm going 24-17 Oklahoma. I mean, if there's anybody out there that just thinks OU is going to go out there and score 35, 40 points, I mean, that would be amazing. And I think if that happened, you could say, okay, this offense is legit. But that's going to be tough to do against Michigan. Michigan's just got a really stout defense. Frankly, guys, I could care less if OU scores 10. If they score 10 points and get the win, I mean, of course, I would be negative about the offense. I wouldn't be happy about it. But the Sooners need a win, period, end of discussion. I mean, they have to get a win. They have to. Stallions was on In the Weeds. Oh, he was on In the Weeds too. Okay. Maybe Stallions is making his rounds. Maybe that's where I saw him at. I don't remember. Maybe I should reach out to Connor Stallions, have him come on the live show tomorrow night. Did you guys like that? You guys like him to come on the live show? Did y'all see the Eagle player? Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Crazy stuff. As good as it gets, got 28-13, 28-17. Okay, now somebody's saying he wasn't on In the Weeds. I don't know. Thomas talking about if he loses the game. Here's the thing. I think you may be, the way you say that, yeah, probably by – here's what I would say. If they don't beat Michigan at home, I think you could kind of look at it and say, okay, you know what? Maybe this season's going to look like other seasons. And at the end of the year, maybe they might want to make a change. They're not getting rid of Brent if they get fired, though. They're not just going to fire him. I mean, they're not getting rid of Brent if they lose this game. They're not firing him. But I do think it could be like unfortunately would be for me, it would be, okay, here we go again. What's up, Chuck? Hey, we're not going to be Debbie Downers all the time. Much love. Let's talk positive. I'm great talking positive. But if you want me to talk positive about certain things, it's hard. But hey, I got OU winning this game, guys. I got OU winning this game 24-17. I think it's going to be a good matchup. I think the game's going to be close. I think Michigan's a really good team. I think Oklahoma is a good team. And you know what? OU's at home. Check. That's advantage Oklahoma. Oklahoma, quarterback-wise, I think both. I mean, Mateer has a little more experience, but hasn't played in this big-time game. Underwood, neither one. No experience, neither big-time game. So, running back, that has to go, I think, to Michigan with Haynes, just because we haven't seen Ott and seen what he's got. Receivers, I like Oklahoma's receivers better than I do Michigan. Tight ends, that goes to Michigan. O-line, I think that goes to Michigan. D-line, I would go to Oklahoma. Michigan's really good, though. It kind of goes both ways in a lot of these. It's going to be a good matchup. We can't have another former player come in here and beat us. Yeah. Wouldn't be good, would it? What did Soonerthron say? Last night, Corks went from 9-3 and 3-9. Did he? I don't remember that. If we're not at least 6-1 after the Texas game, well, yeah, for sure, Sooner fan. If you're wanting to make the playoff, you're going to have to be at least 9-3, and they need to be 6-1 after Texas. I would agree with you if you're talking playoff. But there's a long way to go before. I mean, I'm worried about Michigan. That's the game for me. And you get by that one, and then you get Temple, and then you get another big game at home with Auburn. So, yeah. I'm going to open up the phone lines early. It's just me tonight, so we'll get the phone lines open here in just a second. So if you want to call in, you can call in. Tick tock. The mouse is on the clock. Sooners about to get boomed. Hey, Carlos, I hope after OU wins on Saturday, I really hope you come on this podcast after the show, after the game, because we'll be live right after win or lose. But I would hope you'd come on here. I think you will. Even if they lose. And then it'll be tick tock, tick tock. That's what we'll be saying as the live starts. I'll be saying tick tock, tick tock. Will Carlos join the live show tonight? That's what I'd be saying. Now, hope it happens. I hope OU wins. Never do, though. Now, Texas wouldn't, but I think Michigan fans might. Missouri wouldn't probably. Laughing. Hey, it's pretty funny. Cody says, I actually think we have no idea about either of these teams. That's actually a good statement, Cody. I like that statement. I think that's fair, too, because who have they played? Neither team have played anybody. It's a new season. You got new players. I think we're going to learn a lot about both teams. I do. Will the OU D-line show up? I think they do. Johnson. I think the D-line shows up. And they're not winning if they don't, so they better show up, right? I definitely don't believe in the fan base. I think the Powell's going to be as boring. I disagree, Tom. There's been a lot of people that went to the Tennessee game last year and said that atmosphere was really good, but OU kind of fumbled it, quote, fumbled it away. Yeah, they did. The defense got them riled up early, and offense just gave it right back to them. You just can't do that. This has to be – OU needs to start strong and start fast offensively. That's what they need to do. I said last night, I think you need to throw the ball to set up the run. I think it's what you're going to have to do. I just don't think this team, guys, offensively can get out there and just go mano a mano on the front offensive line and just run it down their throat. I don't see that happening. Now, if it did, I would be pleasantly surprised, and I would take that in a heartbeat. It would be awesome. But Billy, what's up, Billy says, let BV 35 minutes spent on players, then you would see how good it. I like Daniel's response. We spend to win, and some just don't have excuses. Hey, you know what? I mean, did y'all see the graphic that went out from On3 today when it said recruiting numbers, money? OU was ranked pretty high. I did not understand that graphic. If somebody understood that graphic, explain it to me. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't know if those numbers were even accurate. I thought it was weird. Had us 24-13, Cork says. 21-20 now. He's got a little bit closer game. Cody will be there. He'll be loud. Aaron says, think OU is a combo pass run game. Have to. Both fan bases are surprisingly optimistic with knowing very little about their teams. I would agree with this, but that's also expected, I think. D. Brown says, OU is going to have a lot of 3-and-outs. They may hit a few plays, but down to down, UM will dominate. Okay, here's my question to anybody that's a Michigan fan in here. In the chat, drop your score prediction. I want to see it. I want to see your score prediction. Recruiting budget, it didn't make sense, Mess. OU has a higher recruiting budget than Texas. Does that make any sense to anybody? I don't understand what that number is. I'm still kind of baffled by it. I'm going to open up the phone. Maybe somebody can explain it to you. Hey, Carlos, I appreciate that. I've been on all the OU podcasts, and this is the best one. Hey, Carlos, really do appreciate it. That does mean a lot, actually. And Carlos has 26-13 Michigan. Hey, that's fair. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to just say OU's going to win every game. We'll see on Saturday night. I think a couple things. Obviously, the turnover game is going to be huge in this game. Sorry about that. I was trying to hit something else. You have a young quarterback on the Michigan side. You got an experienced quarterback for OU, but never with competition like this and in a big game. So, wow, D. Brown is rolling. 40-ish to 17. Wow. If OU allows 40 points, it's going to be a long year. To Michigan, it's going to be a long stinking year for us Oklahoma fans. Hide the signs, Chuck says. Hide your signs. That's funny, Chuck. Let me go ahead and drop it here. Let me get this in here for everybody. Sorry, take a minute to do this. Get the phone lines in there if you want to call in and chat. That would be great. There it is. It's in the link. There's the. Let me pin it for you. There it is. That who can cause turnovers? That's going to be a major part. And this is a game. I mean, we saw it last year. And think about this. Last year, you had the turnovers against Tennessee. You had the South Carolina game within, 5 minutes, OU's down 21 points. It just can't happen in a game like this. Mateers, if anybody saw the stuff, I don't know if you saw the clip that Marty Smith put out on the ref. He interviewed Mateer. That was some pretty cool stuff that basically they had I'll paraphrase it, but they had an involuntary workout and 3 people showed up. Mateer got on the group text, said, get your butt over here. If you want to grow and be better, come show up. And that kind of people thought, okay, this guy's a true leader. So, hey, we got a caller. We have Corrections. What's up, Corrections? How you doing tonight, man? It's 2 days away. How are you in Norman? How's that atmosphere, man?
Oh, man, it's absolutely wild. Game day got into town yesterday, started setting up. This town is absolutely ready to explode. I mean, the crowd's going to show up, and it's going to be absolutely bonkers Saturday night. And that's kind of what I want to say is that the crowd's going to bring it. Hopefully the team does too. This is just a game, and talking to everybody here in Norman, everybody believes we're going to win this game. It's a game we should win. We're the better team. We have the better roster, top to bottom, on all sides of the ball. and it's at home it's gonna be a crazy atmosphere. This is a must-win game. And I'm telling you what, though, if something happens to where we give this game away to Michigan, you might just start seeing an uprising in Norman, because this is a game where everybody's saying it's a must-win. We have to win this. No excuses. It's year 4, BV. They've given him everything he needs. This is completely his roster now, and they've had a year to prepare for this. You have to beat the cheaters. You can't let them pull a game out from us in Norman. It is a must win. So while everybody's excited, everybody's saying it's a must win. No excuses. We have to win this game, and period. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
You're right. There's no excuses. It's time to show up and win this game. It's a home game. You got to win it. So I'm with you. You know what? I'm kind of like, the thing about the fans, I think the fans are going to show up. I just hope they're extremely loud off the get-go. I don't want it to be where like they feel like, oh, you shouldn't have to give them something to get excited. Just go out there right from the get-go and be excited. Don't wait on OU to give you something to be excited about. Just be it from the get-go.
Jay, I can tell you, I can promise you, guarantee you, it is going to be probably the most electric Norman has been for the night, for that game in probably the last, since jump around game, maybe. I don't know. But everybody is so amped up for this. People are going to be losing their minds in the stadium. It's going to be awesome. Trust me. Don't worry about the fans. It's just, we got to take care of this. You can't let these freaking cheaters from Michigan come down here after skating away with without getting any major penalties for sign stealing and all this stuff, and win a game in a hostile environment. No, we got to do college football a favor and give them their first L for the season. Boomer.
All right. Thanks for the call, Corrections. Good call, man. Appreciate it. Have a good Friday. All right, man. See you. Get to some of these comments. D. Brown says, the down-to-down play is where UM will dominate. Too physical, too healthy, and too conditioned. UM wins. Michigan could definitely win this game. I don't think Michigan's going to win 40-17, like you said, D. Brown, but they could definitely win. Did anybody see the quote? And a Michigan, some of you fan might know this too, but Michigan might know it. I can't remember what player it was for Michigan, talked about his time at Alabama and now at Michigan, said, you guys actually work out here and run. It was pretty much a slam towards Bama and DeBoer. I was like, wow. I don't remember who the player was, but it was a slam as far as like strength and conditioning and stuff. Let's get to the one, the only, Johnson. What's up, Jay Johnson?
Hey, dude, it just comes down to defense right now. I think it's come down to the defense. Brent Venables has to step up and have a game plan against this offense. Hey. Are you going to show up? Are you going to shut down Underwood? Are you going to be a coward and not be prepared? You got to have the team ready to play on defense. You got to have a defensive line ready to go, and you got to stop this guy. You got to have the spy on him, and you got to shut him down. That's what it comes down to. The defense has to show up in Norman, Oklahoma on Saturday, and it's time to rise up and get it done. No more excuses. No more excuses. It's time to get it done. It's time to rise up and get it done, defense. It's time for Brent Venables to get after it. I'm tired of it. It's time to get it going. It's time. It's time. No more. No more excuses, BV. No more getting up there and talking about what's going on. You got to have this defensive line. It's supposed to be the best in the SEC, supposedly one or two tops. They have to be ready to play. And the linebackers got to show up. And they got to play. That's what it comes down to. The defense has to play a great, sound football game. And Venables has had plenty of time to set this up. And he has to be prepared for this. No more excuses.
Johnson, the thing is, it's like he is the D coordinator. He's calling the defense. It's his baby now. So, but
if he wants to be the coach in 2026, he has to win on Saturday.
There's a lot of people saying that, Johnson.
Because he will lose the team. He will lose the team. These guys have bought in. They've done everything. They have to win. They have to win this game.
I don't think you lose a team, but I think it's a very important game they have to win. I agree with you.
They could lose the team, guys. They could lose the team.
Well, I mean, and I agree with you. The defense got to play outstanding, but I do think to me, it hinges on the O-line. That's where this game hinges to me. But defense has to
But
show up.
the offense can feed off the defense if they get some critical stops and shut them down and get some good field position.
I agree with you.
You got to shut them down. Mateer don't have to go 80, 90 yards on a drive. He can go 50, 60 yards.
I agree with you. I agree with you, man. And let's hope they show up defensively and put it to Michigan. You know what? Do you remember when BV took over at Oklahoma? What was the words he said? He said, relentless, physical, punishing. This is a game you got to do that. They are a very physical team, offense and defense. OU needs to go out there and be like, okay, y'all are physical. We're going to be even more fit. This has to be like, OU needs to set a tone here with physicality.
I've seen that Michigan game twice. I rewatched it. They are physical. They're strong up front on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they are.
But the deal of it is we got the better team, and Brent Venable just got to get them. They got to say, look, we got to protect the logo. We got to protect the logo. Which logo is better, OU or Michigan? We got to protect the field, and we have home field advantage. And this comes down to Venables wants to be the coach in 2026. He has to win this game. You come down to, it's all nice. You get back $1 million and all that stuff. And I know people is mad because I said Mateer was average. You know why I said he was average? Because he was playing against mediocre talent. And it's time for Mateer to step up and play this game. And this team can play this game and win this game and make Norman, Oklahoma rock it again. And the fans got to come. The fans got to show up and rock around. They can't be, oh, please sit down because I can't see. Get up. Stand up and rock the stadium. We got to show up for 4 hours and none of this, please sit down in front of me. No, get up and just watch the game, and the defense got to show up. I think that's why I keep saying the defense and the O-line. I see what you're saying on the O-line, but defense has to show up. Shorten the field.
Yep. So, hey, great call, Johnson. Appreciate it,
buddy.
man.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. I know you'll be there cheering them on, as always, man. You're there every freaking game for a long time. So fans like you are awesome. So thanks for calling in, Johnson. Let's get to, I believe we have Fit with Fry on here. Fit?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing amazing. I'm not going to get all energetic with this. We're going to break this game down logically right now.
Okay.
We're going to start in the main points of the game. Quarterback. Who has a better quarterback, would you say?
Talent-wise, Underwood's better talent. Now,
he's a freshman.
Right now, Mateer has more experience. So I would lean Mateer because he hasn't played in this type of game, but he's got experience. So I would lean Mateer, yes.
Okay. Defense. Who do you think has the better defense? I mean, it's close.
It's very close. I don't know if I have enough on paper of watching Michigan to see where they're at, and OU for that matter this year to see. I think both defenses are almost a wash to me.
Okay, so we'll say a wash right there. I think now with Centennia returning those punts and that kicker we got, I think we might have more special teams. It's going to be close. Those things could be a wash.
Yeah.
But yeah. I can tell you this right now. Who was the leading receiver for Michigan last week?
Well, OU has a big advantage at cornerback.
Not just at cornerback.
And
Michigan doesn't have a receiver.
I know.
Their tight end is their leading receiver.
Yeah.
So we got to think about and who do you think has the most explosive, the most opportunity to explode for points? Those explosive
OU, as far as offensively in the passing game, have a big advantage, I think.
Okay, what about defensively? Who can score points on defense? And who proved it last year? They could really score points.
I mean, OU can get turnovers and score points, but I mean, Michigan's pretty good too. So
let's say OU goes behind by 10 or Michigan goes behind by 10. Who do you trust more to come back?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know.
Michigan can run the ball in great time.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know what that feels like as an OU fan the last few years to be up by 10.
I know, but
I don't know what I would do.
I'll tell you this before I get off here. Last year, I thought Jackson Arnold would be pretty good. I wasn't expecting him to be a top tier quarterback first year starting. But the biggest the thing that if he said that we may lose the team. If Brent Venable didn't lose the team last year, there's no way he will ever lose the team.
That's true.
The culture's strong at OU. I know it. I know that 100%. The culture's really strong. I feel really good. I mean, last year after game 1, I did not feel good at all. I haven't felt better about OU probably since 2019. You want to know the truth? I say defensive line, quarterback, and those receivers. Those receivers are a lot better than I thought they were going to be. We need to just play OU's game. Try to stop the run. Let him pass over your head if he has to, because you know that kid's going to make some mistakes. Try to stop the run. Let him throw the ball, make him throw it, and see what happens. I think we
I
could cause
agree.
some turnovers. We could get to him, and then we got to run the ball a little bit. Give me 120 yards in rushing.
Well, and they can do it in different ways. They can do a end around to a receiver.
Yeah,
They
jet
can do
sweep.
Mateer. That's
We
what
can find different innovative ways to get the ball down the field running the ball. John Mateer, you put 7 in the box. Let's say they got 7 in the box. You got a hat on hat if you run the quarterback.
Yeah.
Running. We paid him over $1 million to come over.
Yeah,
Over
you're
$1 billion
right.
a year to come over here and play quarterback and get us wins, get us first downs when we need it. I watched Jalen Hurts tonight while I was watching the game. He makes the game look so easy. He doesn't
He
try
does.
anything. I mean, he makes the game look easier than anybody. John Mateer needs to do that. He needs to be fast, efficient, not doing any turnovers, no turnovers, and just be efficient running the ball. 3-4 yards to carry, keep us in the plus on the first downs. I think, honestly, I'm taking OU 14 points right now. I'm
There you
saying
go.
35-21. I think.
I like it.
Yep. Well, you guys have a great night, and I'll let the rest of these callers get on here, and you guys have an amazing night. Boomer Sooner.
All right, man. Boomer Sooner. Hey, appreciate it, Fit. Thanks for the call. Hey, so there's a couple of comments I was going to get to here. I saw Sixvo. Michigan isn't built to play from behind. I would agree with you. I think playing from behind, I think OU has advantage if they were going to play from behind in this game. I would agree with that. The other thing I was going to get to, I didn't understand this, Chuck. What do you mean? I'm losing? Let's see if I can find it. Something about I was losing the locker room. I'm not sure. I'll find it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this by myself. And then I saw another comment and I want to get to. There it is. Jay, you're losing the locker room, dude. Is that towards me or somebody in the chat? Because I'm not in the locker room first. I'm not on a team. What do you mean? Because I thought I was pretty accurate on what Fit was asking about as far as the matchups. I mean, OU has an advantage at quarterback. OU has advantage at wide receiver. They have an advantage at, I think, cornerback. Tight end, to me, goes to Michigan. O-line goes to Michigan a little to me. D-line, I think OU has a little bit better D-line, but I think it's pretty close. Linebackers, man, they're both good on both sides. Defense is kind of a wash to me. But that's just my opinion. Sorry if nobody likes it. Daniel says we were a spread offensive link right, but he was a run-first coach. You don't have to get rid of the spread to run the ball. I agree. And Daniel, I'm glad you said this because I think this is a way I think this is a way where you could run the ball is you got to spread them out. I think you got to spread them out to run the ball. Why you think they have an advantage at cornerback? I said OU. I said OU. And here's why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because I think the strength of Michigan is not in their wide receivers. I think that's where I'm saying. I'm not saying like their cornerback's not as good as Gentry. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying I think OU has an advantage there in the passing game and against the wide receivers. Jay is losing the cricket in the garage preps. Yeah. Have you heard the cricket lately? I haven't heard it. Surge group back in line. Daniel says, Mac, that's true, but he was just a DC, not a head coach, and we all have seen Beavis head coach needs some work. Correct. I would agree, Daniel. Chad, yes, Troy. Oklahoma secondary is better than Michigan's. Safety-wise, I mean, I don't know. I just think OU has an advantage there at cornerback just because I think what they're going against at wide receivers easier than what the cornerbacks at Michigan are going against to go Oklahoma in the passing game. Hey, listen, this is a game all off season. I mean, whatever we have 2 more nights to talk about this, but all off season, all we've heard. I mean, as far as OU fans, we've heard this a lot. Mateer can't play in the SEC. I don't know if he can play in the SEC. He played in that little Pac-2 conference. I don't know, bring that Wyoming game last year. Arbuckle, he can't coach in the big ones. He can't coach against really good defenses. Look at the Wyoming game. Guys, I think Arbuckle, Mateer, they're wanting to make a statement this Saturday night. And they've heard all that. And now it's time to, you know what? I don't care if OU throws the ball 50 times and wins. If they want to throw it all over the field and don't run it very much, be my guest. As long as they win the game, I just think that's hard to do as the season goes along. You got to establish some type of running game, whether it be spread, whether it be end of rounds, whether it be quarterback run, something. Yeah, Mateer's heard all that. You know he has. What's the news? Anybody heard the latest on Blaylock? I've kind of heard mixed things on Blaylock. I've heard people say he's out. I've heard people say, I think he might be playing. I mean, I don't know. And I would agree with this statement. Who was it that said it? I saw it up here. I think most people would agree with this. Biggest mismatch of the game is Michigan's D-line versus OU O-line. I think that's right. So, hey, by the way, somebody update me because I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. Somebody give me a score update, please. They were hanging in there for a while. That fumble kind of hurt them, but D. Brown says individually you might have better DBs, but as a unit, nah. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's Haynes and I don't know who wins, but Jordan Mars exponentially better than Oklahoma's 2 to 5 backs. Correct, Chad. I would agree with that. Weather delay? Are you kidding me? What's up with weather delays? They never used to have weather delays. Oh, I'm not missing anything. Great. So I got to go watch them lose after this live show. Cool. Geez. 24-20 still. Okay. So it pretty much, when I went live, it pretty much went into a weather delay. Interesting. No contact all week from Blaylock. Yeah, I think the tackles are a concern if you're Oklahoma. That's one offensive line position group you're probably really concerned about at Oklahoma. But you know what? Maybe Simmons, Fasusi, maybe they start and maybe they play really well. I said this in the Discord earlier, so I'm going to say it again on the live show. This is kind of like a warning to OU fans. Warning here. If Michael Fasusi starts, please don't all the OU fans just think he's never going to get beat. He's a true freshman going against guys that have played 2 to 3 years, some of them, experienced guys, really talented. He's going to win a lot of battles and he may lose some battles, but he's a true freshman who's going to get better and better and better. I just know there will be some people that think, I've heard it already. Well, if Fasusi starts, we're way better. Yeah, they're better, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to make mistakes because he absolutely will, though. He absolutely will. You can't expect him not to. Troy says he's going X Robin Barnes. I mean, I would too. I said this the other day. The only thing to me about Barnes, if you're gonna run Mateer, I think Barnes needs to be the lead back. He needs to be the one blocking in that situation. I know you can't just do every time Barnes comes in, he's going to be a blocker, so you have to hand it to him some. But, guys, I mean, I don't know who was talking about this, if it was Gabe and Teddy or another podcast. Maybe it was Sooner Scoop. I don't remember. Talking about Ott's blocking, and that's been a real bad thing for him in the past is pass blocking, so pass pro. So, he can only pass block, but that might be – they might need it in certain situations is all I'm saying. For the people that say just throw him on the bench and never play him, I understand what you're saying. Like, you got other guys that are better. But I think there's a spot for him. And it might be maybe goal line or short yardage you bring him in where he could be the lead blocker or you could hand it to him. I don't know. Just a thought. Chuck says Blaylock doesn't need to play. Yeah, I agree with this. If he's not healthy, you don't play him. I've heard rumors that Tatum might be back practicing. I'm probably one of the few and far between that like Tatum. I think Tatum's going to be really good at Oklahoma. If he stays around, I think he'll be really good. You got to fix some things, obviously, but I think he's got a lot of talent. You don't just lose the talent. You don't just. Like, it's not like, what was the movie with the Thunder movie with the Kevin Durant movie? What was the name of that? Where his skill left him? Thunderstruck? Was it Thunderstruck? I think it was Thunderstruck. It's not like you just lose it. Nobody took it away from you. Guy was a true freshman last year. I think one thing the NIL and transfer portal has done, it's ruined. Hey, I did pin the link, bro. Hey, Corks, I pinned the link. I'll do it again, though. I pinned the link. I promise you I pinned the link. I'll put it in here again for you. But I promise you it's pinned at the top. But I just put it in there again for you, Corks. I'll pin it again. Pinned. NIL and transfer portal has ruined as far as fans, like they think guys should walk in from high school and be like ready to go. It's just not that way always. Sometimes it is. I mean, look at Underwood. Underwood's he's going to be really dang good. He's already really good. Now, I do think OU's going to give him some problems on Saturday. I would be shocked if Venables and them don't have some things to confuse him. I mean, I would be really surprised. It just seems like that's going to happen to me. It happened last year when Nico came into town. I think it's going to be the same thing this year. And OU's got a better offense than they had last year. And that's why I'm picking Oklahoma. I'm picking Oklahoma because I got Brent Venables calling the defense. And I think he's going to have some things up his sleeve for Underwood, and they're going to get some turnovers in key situations. And then I think the offense is better than last year, specifically in the passing game, and it's going to lead to more points. So that's where I'm at. Let's get to Keith. Keith, you're on the line. What's going on tonight, man? How you doing?
How you doing, Jay?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing real well. Doing real well. Hey, I made a comment. I wondered, has anyone been saying anything about Ben Arbuckle being disrespected because of his age? I think that happened once before to a staff member, maybe last.
Is there people disrespecting him for his age?
That's what I'm asking.
I haven't heard that. Now, I've heard people disrespect him as far as the talent he's played against or coached against, I would say. But I've heard more people saying good things about Arbuckle as far as developing quarterbacks and an up-and-comer. I think the one caveat to Arbuckle that I've heard and the one negative from people has been just the talent level where he coached. That's it.
And you know what I'm thinking is, does Bill Beedenbow defer to him to let him run the offense? Does DeMarco Murray defer to him to take care of the
100%?
Yeah,
100%.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. You know, he's the chief, he's the general, and all the other positions ought to defer to him and let him control the offense.
I agree, and I think that's happening.
Okay.
But I agree with you. I've always been that way. I believe the OC and DC should have full reign over those position groups and over those other coaches.
I quite agree, and I hope that's the case because you know you can't have a year or so ago where you had all this infighting going on and one position coach trying to overrule another position coach. That just doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think Arbuckle, he seems like a guy that's like, I don't care what, kind of like Chuck says, who cares if they talk about him? I don't think he cares. I think he's a very smart coordinator. And Michigan the other day was allowing some quick stuff. If they want to give OU some quick stuff, I think OU will take it. I think Arbuckle's a smart guy, and he'll have a good game plan for Michigan. I expect him to.
I watched him on Coach's Corner. I tell you, I really like Ben Arbuckle. I think
I do too.
First class guy. I love his disposition and the way he relates to people. He's just a really cool dude.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask another question. Do you think he's ever faced Michigan before in his coaching experience in the past?
I wouldn't think so. Being at Western Kentucky and Washington, I don't think they faced him. No. Now, he hasn't faced a whole lot of probably defenses this good. I mean, this is next level defense. So, but you know what? Lincoln Riley was at East Carolina. So if you can call plays and scheme things up, it can work against pretty much anybody. You just got to have the talent, physicality to do it when you get up against better teams.
Well, I tell you, I see a lot of Lincoln Riley and Ben Arbuckle.
I see a little bit of that too.
They just kind of look a little bit alike.
They talk alike too because they're from that West Texas. They got that West Texas drawl.
Yeah. And he's a smart guy. He's a great schemer. He utilizes the talent around him with his running backs or receivers or whatever. I just think he's great. I can't wait to see how things go Saturday.
I agree. Can't wait, man. Hey, thanks for the call, Keith. Appreciate you, man.
You bet. Have a good night. Take care.
Night, yep, you too. Maybe Preview will prove me wrong. I don't know what comment that's about, but yeah, I'm getting more and more excited as it draws closer. I saw game day pulling in. They got all their equipment there. You're going to start seeing stories. I'm sure we're going to see a Sharon Moore story. That's got to be one of them. That's one of the storylines. You're going to see an Underwood story. You're going to see a Mateer story. Go down the list. There's going to be some good storylines, and all of college football world's watching because the games this weekend, they suck. There's nothing going on this week. Iowa State, I'm trying to think of what other one. That's about it. There's just not very many good games. So the whole college football world, eyes will be on this matchup. And you got Big Ten, SEC. I heard a lot of people at the press conference asking OU, maybe it was Barry Trammell asking OU players, do you care that it's a Big Ten, SEC matchup? Like, do you want to make the SEC proud? Do you really think players care about that? I don't. Missouri, Kansas is a pretty good game. The border war. I don't think players care about SEC Big Ten. I just don't care about winning the game for their own team. That's what I think. But Oregon, Okie State will not be a good game. Are you kidding me, Devin? That thing's going to be a whipping. I would be shocked if it wasn't. What's the line on that? Like 28? Funny corrections. That's funny. Barstool Dave, I don't think he will be. Or you're talking about Portnoy. I don't think he will be because I think Big Noon is at Iowa State. Now, he might fly down. Knowing Dave, he might fly down after that just to come to the OU. He might do that for sure. If you're a pizza restaurant, you better be ready because he'll be reviewing it. Yeah, I agree with this one. I think Kansas wins that game. I like Kansas, guys. I like Kansas. I don't think they're going to win the Big 12, but I like them. Yeah, he'll probably be there. If you're a football fan and you're a Michigan fan, why would you not go to a storied game with OU and Michigan? I think it's pretty cool. They've met one time in their history. Hey, we got Corks on the line. Corks, how are you doing tonight, man?
Sorry, I was having connection trouble today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. OJ was getting thrown around a lot too. I didn't mention that last night because, I give him a pass because he's a true freshman.
Uh-huh.
But when you're looking up the depth chart on this whole line, after what we saw last year and especially the other day, I just don't see no way in the world we're not going to be giving up about 5 sacks.
Well, you can kind of hide some of that with quick release passes.
Yeah, that's the only thing we can do is hope he's got screens and what's the old pass they used to always shovel pass like they used to do to Q because
but
we gotta have to hope Michigan pin their ears back and he throws against it.
Yeah, I think pass blocking is a lot better than the run blocking right now. So I'm not as concerned about pass blocking.
But it wasn't that good either. Mateer had to scramble around a lot against FCS. Again, I have to remind everybody.
He did scramble around some, so I agree.
Fabechi, I watched it again. Fabechi, he can't get his feet set. And that's a real concern because, like I told you, he did get pushed down one time.
But he probably had the best game from the lineman.
Yeah, but that's not saying nothing, really. FCS. When he loses his footing.
They need to quit moving him around, though, Corks. They keep moving him.
That's true. He looked better at left than he does right, but that's still not saying much.
I agree with you. He looked better at left.
But if Ozaita's been nursing something and we're just going to throw him out there without practicing against a blue blood that has a stout line, after what I saw this Saturday, I'm sorry. I'm very concerned. I still got us winning, but it's not because of offense.
What are you basing your score prediction on?
2 quick picks in the first quarter, and then maybe the offense can fumble it towards the goal line for us instead of backwards like last year.
Yeah, and you got Mateer having a pretty good game.
I think Mateer is really good. I don't like his sidearm throwing, especially when you go against.
Cut out for a second, Court. You there?
Yeah, I'm having connection trouble. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
The O-line is really bad. Everett, the center, right? On
Yep.
one down, they jumped twice. He doesn't snap it. That's real concerning.
Yeah, I remember that in the game, and then I think they pulled him not too long after that.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it was a designed quarterback yell to get him to jump, and he still don't snap it. And if that is what happened, we're in a lot of trouble. Not just for this game, but for the whole year.
Well, I mean, the O-line, there's some guys that haven't played. I'm banking that the guys that haven't played are going to be better. That's right now all you can bank it on, because
Exactly. That's what we have to say.
Yes, you haven't seen Fasusi or Simmons or Ozida this year. That's what I'm waiting to see this game, and then maybe I'll make my judgment for the rest of the year on the O-line.
But I don't know. They look terrible. I hope Fasusi is this legend that everybody already says he is.
Let's hope, man. Let's hope.
And I hope Simmons is as good as y'all claim. I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen Simmons play either, so I can't say on Simmons. But
and then I see they're all relying on a Blaylock. Is he true freshman or redshirt?
True freshman Blaylock. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna rely on a true freshman against a blue blood.
Well, they're relying on a true freshman.
Of all our running backs, that's who we're going to rely on the most.
Well,
that tells you. Go ahead.
They're relying on a true freshman quarterback.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that tells you how bad DeMarco's room has been, does it not?
Well, and they went to get Odd out of the portal because they felt like they needed him.
Yeah, but bring him in garbage time against FCS. Something going on, bud. Doomer sooner, baby.
Hey, thanks for the call, Corks. Appreciate it, man. See ya. Let's get to Corey. What's up, Corey?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing well, man. How are you?
I'm good. I love your hat.
Well, you know what? You picked Trey Young as a guest picker. You're one of 4 people that picked it. So you have a 25% chance to win this tomorrow night, Corey.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
So there you go. So maybe you'll win it.
I wanted to get
How you feeling about the game?
I just wanted to say we're gonna show the Michigan boys how to play football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Let's do it. What do you got? Score prediction?
I'll go 34-17.
Wow.
Either that.
You got the same score that Michigan beat New Mexico by.
34-17 or 28-17, maybe. One of them two.
Hey, we'll see. I hope you're right. Corey. Are you going?
Oh, no. I wish. I'll probably go to the Auburn game because tickets are way too expensive for this game.
Yeah, they're very expensive. This would be a great atmosphere, though, man. Part of me wants to just go and hang out in the North Oval where the big TVs are but you know why I don't like doing that?
Why?
I don't like doing it because you hear the stadium roar or everything before you see it on the screen. So it's like you don't get to see it in real. I mean, you know what I mean? You hear it before you actually see it. So I don't like that. But
yeah, I was wanting to go to Norman just to watch the game at a restaurant or something, but I don't think it's worth the drive just for that.
I mean, watch it from your own home, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
That's what I'm gonna do. See you.
See you, man. Have a good one. Man, I cannot believe it. We've almost made it an hour. That's crazy. $3.24 minimum price of the ticket. Michigan playing true frosh. It's a lot harder playing quarterback than running back. Well, and Blaylock, I mean, I know people say we're lying. Guys, this is Jaden Ott's week. I mean, OU went and paid Jaden Ott to play football at the University of Oklahoma. They didn't go pay Jaden Ott to sit on the bench. They didn't go pay Jaden Ott all this money to not play. He's going to play this week. And I think you're going to see what they got in Jaden Ott this week, one way or the other, and I think it'll be good. I think Jaden Ott's really good. Here's the thing that Jaden Ott can do. Now, I know he was hurt last year, but Jaden Ott everybody says he's really good in space. If you can get him in space, he's really hard to tackle. So I can't wait to watch him. I'm excited to watch Jay tonight. I am. So let me end this show with trivia. It's a pretty easy trivia question, but hey guys, you see the logo there, Sugar 66. I mean, great place. If you like freeze-dried candy, you like pineapple whips, you like frozen treats, all of that stuff, they got them at their 2 locations, one in Tulsa and one in Catoosa near the big blue well there off 66. Check them out, Sugar 66. So there you go. Here we go with trivia. A 918 who owns those locations, I think got it right last night. This one's going to be pretty easy, but I'm going to ask it anyway. In game 1 for Oklahoma against Illinois State, what was the first play for Oklahoma of the second half? That's the trivia question. And the reason I know this, I just rewatched the game again before our live show. Yeah, they're pretty quiet now, aren't they, 5.0 King? Very quiet. Very quiet. Pass to Canick. Nope, not it. Barnes, 3-yard Barnes. Nope, 3-yard Barnes, not it. Not Javante Barnes run. And 918. Bingo! 918. Touchdown. He gets it right. 2-yard run by Blaylock. The guy we were just talking about. Torrey Blaylock. Probably a negative run play. By the way, in Illinois State, people are saying, are they just better than they are a decent team for an FCS team? But the key word being they are an FCS team. You want to talk about a jump up from an FCS team to Michigan? That's happening this Saturday. And that right there, as Dalpo says, why we call him the Godfather. That's right. Hey, guys, gals, it's been fun. I appreciate you guys carrying me through tonight for an hour show. Listen, tomorrow's going to be jam-packed. Tomorrow's going to be a great show. I would suspect tomorrow will be a longer show. Now, are we going to go till 3:30 a.m. or 3 a.m. like we did last week? No, but it will be longer. It will be longer than normal. And there'll be a lot to talk about. We got some fun things planned. We got some giveaways to happen tomorrow night. Michigan, get all your Michigan buddies on here. Would love to have some banter with everybody. I think it's fun. Listen, I just appreciate all the Surgeaholics and everybody in this chat and the Michigan fans. You know why? We are a channel for the fans. We let fans say their opinion. I know a lot of you like, oh, there's some negativity. That's what we do here. We let people speak their minds. You know what? It's not all roses and dandies all the time. So appreciate everybody and everybody's opinions, okay? They're all welcome here. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you guys. Can't wait. Game is getting closer. I am so pumped for this game. Maybe the most pumped I've been for a game in a while. And it's not just because it's it's not an SEC game, which I think maybe I'm more pumped because it's not. And it's like a big-time national opponent, and it's in prime time. Can't wait. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey, D. Brown's going to call in tomorrow. Let's go. D. Brown, I want to hear from you tomorrow. It's going to be great, man. Call in. Everybody, wait for that call. It's going to be great. D. Brown, appreciate it. Have a good night. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great Friday. Hey, make sure, one last thing, make sure, because I've lost myself tonight. I have been trying to keep up with everything. But hey, I mentioned this hat. You can get it at the fan stop if you want to go buy it. Also, we're going to be giving it away. But guys, go check out the fan stop. They got great products, okay? Michigan shirts. You can sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Same with OU. Soft shirts, really soft shirts, great stuff. So go check them out. thefanstop.com. Thanks for the super, TriStar. Appreciate that. Super. Big 10 versus Big 8, baby. Saying, oh, Big 8. Hey, everybody have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.